Greetings Internet, my name is Old Rod and this is a video about Pokemon cards. And to kick off the year we are jumping ahead briefly from the Wizards of the Coast era to the Nintendo era, the EX era, the RS to PK block. Because there was a tournament just the other day, the Holon Locals 14, in which I competed. And the deck that I took to the tournament is subject to many a meme. The rat variant of Nidoqueen meme originated from a deck that was built by Eric Reeds, which involved Nidoqueen and Raticate. Now, the deck I'm featuring in this video isn't supposed to be that deck. I was trying to create a different deck, but it has somehow morphed into a similar deck to that. Let me explain. When I built this deck, I never actually intended to create the infamous meme itself. I wasn't ever going for the rat version of Nidoqueen. I wanted to create a deck that used three specific cards, those being Nidoqueen, Weezing, and because they're both single prizes that need to deal with Pidgeot, Cessation Crystal. That's how I started building this particular deck. Now, because I'm running Cessation Crystal, it makes perfect sense to then run Disruptor-in-Chief Stantler as well. And also, if you're running Cessation Crystal, what better way to retrieve them after they've been windswept away than by including the rat? So, let's look at the deck list and why I'm using this strange combo of cards. So, Nidoqueen, a really bulky Stage 2 card, which has three really nice things going for it. Number one, it's got a single energy attack in Toxic. Toxic not only is going to cause your opponent a lot of grief by inflicting double poison, but if the opposing card has a Pokemon power, it shuts that straight down. Toxic is a great attack. Number two, Nidoqueen is a single prizer. This means you can attach Cessation Crystal to it and shut down Pidgeot, and any other Pokemon powers your opponent may be relying on, but Pidgeot is the real thing we need to deal with, that any deck that isn't running Pidgeot needs to deal with. And the final great box that Nidoqueen ticks is that it's a fighting type. Now, we have Cessation Crystal to answer Pidgeot, and by being a fighting type, we've got a strong answer to the other big threat in the metagame, that being Dark Tyranitar. Power Lariat can be powered up with two attachments, and you can hit an Oko on Dark Tyranitar. Really, really useful. That's why we've got Nidoqueen in the deck. The next card I really wanted was Weezing. First of all, because again, it's a single prizer, you can attach Cessation Crystal to it, you can use Mr. Briny on it to get it out of the active whenever it's in a pinch, and it too has a really good single energy attack, that being Liability. Under certain conditions, Liability is hitting any card in a format for an Oko. If they're poisoned and you Liability them, they are gone. But the real reason why I wanted Weezing in this deck was to hit Liability on those big, scary EX double prizes. Liability plus a Cursed Stone Stadium or a Desert Ruin Stadium is an instant Oko on any of these bad boys, and you're taking two prizes at the expense of only giving up one yourself. Unless you've attached Energy Root. That's right, Energy Root stops Weezing completely KOing itself, so that's another nice little trick that this deck has up its sleeve. But fundamentally, this is a Cessation Crystal deck. It's there to stop Pidgeot using Quick Search, it's there to stop Electrode blowing itself up, it's there to stop Energy Trans or Energy Jump or any other Pokemon power that your opponent is relying on. Obviously, because we're running Cessation Crystal, we've got Stantler in there, you push away those windstorms and you can keep your opponent on that crystal lockdown. We've got Raticate to retrieve those Cessation Crystals. We're running 4 Castaway, 4 Cessation Crystal, 4 Rockets Admin, and a bunch of other trainers that you can peruse at your leisure. I'm not going to go into super detail. You'll hopefully see them in action as I go through the tournament, which we're going to do right now. Come on, enough of this preamble, let's get on with some RS to PK rat variant of Nidoqueen featuring Weezing and Stantler. Action! Okay, here we go. Match number 1 of the tournament. Good luck, have fun, a nice amicable start, a couple of mulligans from me. I guess they know that I'm doing on some sort of strange Nidoqueen Weezing deck. I wonder what they're thinking. You two from opponent. Good to hear. And let's get on with match number 1. What are we facing? It's Bombtar. There we go. The arguably the best deck in the entire format. It's certainly the most popular deck at any of these tournaments. But in the run-up to this tournament, I was having pretty decent Bombtar matchups. Anyway, what are we doing here? We are starting off with Nidoran, we're benching Rosalia and another Nidoran. Rocket's admin to try and find some energy. We've done that, that's really nice. Attached to the Nidoran, cool for friends, and we've got the Rattata. Not a bad start at all. Putting down 2 Cessation Crystal like that, you're risking being windstormed, but it also saves you if you get warp pointed. It keeps Crystal in the active, because what we want to do against Bombtar is use Cessation Crystal to shut down Electrode EX from blowing itself up, attaching loads of energy to Tyranitar, and that leading to bad times. Okay, Jirachi is making some wishes. They're going to start evolving up, probably the Larvatars first, I imagine, into Pupitar's, and finding their Tyranitar. There it is. There's the Pupitar. The larva has evolved into the cocoon, the evil-looking cocoon. I'm going to Celia's network here. What am I going to search for? I'm going to search for Nidoqueen, or am I going to go for Stantler? I've gone for Stantler, I think. I guess it's time to start pushing away. Not this turn, I guess the next turn after. I need to have a Cessation Crystal attached to Stantler before I can have it in the active, pushing things away. But that is where we want to be with this deck. Even Nidoran, or I mean, most of these cards are quite good starters, because you can attach Cessation Crystal to any of them, and they can all do something useful at the start of the game. Really, Stantler probably is the best thing to start with, but we're evolving up into our Nidoqueen slowly but surely, so it's not too bad. They've got the Dark Tyranitar though. I'm assuming they're going to evolve up into Electrode next turn. Well, this turn with Make-A-Wish. No, they've gone for another Pupitar. That's fine. Okay, the thing to do here, I guess, is retreat into Stantler, cast away and get a Cessation Crystal, slap that on the deer, and do some pushing away. There we go. We want to get rid of, I don't know if this deck runs Windstorm, but we want to get rid of something like POW, Hand Extension, that'd be a good thing to get rid of, or Warp Points, or any draw. But ideally, against Bombtar, you want to be discarding those like POW Hand Extensions. To keep your benched Pokemon safe. And there it is. Oh, perfect. That's exactly what you want to see. They have the Electrode in hand, so that is coming at some point. Are they going to self-KO the Jirachi with Make-A-Wish so that they can get their Scramble Energies, Power Hand Extensions live? Let's see what they do. I'm checking discard. Okay, jolly good. At the moment, it's an interesting position. It's like the game could sort of swing one way or the other, because they will have a powered up Tyranitar in a turn. So yeah, we've just got to try and get rid of as much of their useful stuff as possible. Jirachi has made its dying wish, and it's evolved up into another Tyranitar, and seen itself into the discard pile. Okay, what am I searching for? I've got Coughing on the bench. I've Celia's networked, I've gone for Wheezing, I've tried to evolve it straight away, you can't do that. So here we go, Screechy Voice with Stantler, and see what Dark Tyranitar can do about that. I'm not sure if this deck is playing Warp Points, or Warp Energies, or all that sort of stuff, so we'll see. But I've decided to go for the Wheezing instead of finding the Nidoqueen. Don't know if that's the best move. I guess it threatens a full heal energy. Okay, that's annoying. I think my plan here is to confuse Tyranitar, and then maybe go in with Wheezing, either poison it and then liability it. I think that's my plan here. Anyway, they've just spinning-tailed me, and this ain't looking good. Because I've got quite a few low HP bench sitters there that'll prime spinning-tail targets. That rat ain't going to last long. Hopefully I can... I've gone, evolving up into Nidoqueen. This feels better, but I've got to hope this confusion sticks. Otherwise, they're taking the prize next turn and dealing more spread damage, which I don't really want. I think looking at my... so I'm not sure why I discarded there. I hope you've been paying a... Oh, they've got another heal energy. Dang. This thing might stay confused. No, I didn't discard anything last time, I guess. I must have been Screechy Voicing. I hope you're paying more attention at home than I am. Yeah, looking at my supporters there goes the rat. That's been spun right out of play with a big, crushing, spinning Godzilla-like tail. Poor little rodent. Looking at my supporters there, do I want to cast away and find some energy? Well, I've found some energy. I guess I want to find another. Am I going to go for energy route, or am I going to go for the crystal? I've gone for energy route. I don't think there are any more crystals in play, so I'll stick that on Weezing, I guess. Actually, there's not much point. Not even energy route would save it from a self-destruct liability. In the meantime, because they've taken a prize, their scramble energies have reset to just boring old useless colourless energies, so that's quite good. They're going to have to attach a darkness energy if they want to keep spinning tailing, because we have a Nidoqueen active with Sensation Crystal, so they can't blow up the Electrode. And now we've poisoned it, double poisoned it with Toxic, so okay, we're still doing all right here. We just lost a rat, and they have put a lot of damage onto our board, but it's still fine. We're still stopping them from doing what they want to do, which is blow up Electrode, power whatever they want active, and then just muller everything, whether it's with Spinning Tail or grind or bite off. One of its 3 really good attacks. It's gone for a Spinning Tail, and that is goodbye Roselia and goodbye Nidoran. Oh no. Oh dear. You know when I was saying that the Bombtar matches before this were quite good for my freakish deck? Yeah. Look what's happened. Oh, okay, I've got Curse Stone in play. That's quite fun. And I can OHKO the Dark Tyranitar here with Power Lariat. Energy Root. Brinies would be useful to rescue one of these injured bench sitters, heal it up. In the meantime, though, Power Lariat has KO'd the poisoned Tyranitar. What are they going to put active? We've still got Cess locking them down, so they can't blow up Electrode. They've just decided to stick Electrode active. Fair enough. Unfortunately, I've got a Weezing which can liability that Electrode, KO it for 2 prizes. But not only that, if I take 2 more prizes, they cannot blow up any more Electrodes, because that'll give me the win. That'll allow me to take my final 2 prizes. So what is their plan here? They need to somehow power up that other Tyranitar. And what are they going to use to do that? I mean, obviously they can just stick a bunch of energy on it. Okay, they've not managed to. I've brinied. I've got a power there that I could have used to move that energy onto something. Oh no, I couldn't have done really. No, pointless. Pointless. Ignore me. I'm chatting a load of rubbish. So I've rescued Nidoqueen from all the damage that's on it. Weezing's now active. I'm going to liability, and the Curse Stone will finish off the Electrode, taking me a couple of prizes. Looks like that Stantler's going to be promoted. Keep the Cess lock going. I mean, Cess doesn't really matter anymore because, like I say, they can't blow up anymore. Another Electrode. So, 2 prizes each. Game on. Can their Tyranitars, without the energy acceleration, defeat my Stantlers and Nidoqueen? I don't know if I've got another Weezing in the deck. But yeah, interesting. Because Dark Tyranitar isn't going to last long if it's confused, poisoned, and can be finished off with Power Lariat. But let's see. Dark Tyranitar is the sort of deck where you never know if you've beaten it. Like, it can just come out of nowhere and, yeah, do big damage and crush all your dreams. That's why usually every tournament, at least 55, maybe at least 55% of the players tend to be playing Tyranitar. Okay, I want to get Nidoqueen powered up so I can hit a Power Lariat. Let's confuse the Dark Tyranitar. Over to opponent. But yeah, this game has gone pretty well so far. I'm slightly worried that if it hits Spinning Tail, I lose. I genuinely lose if it hits Spinning Tail. Aha! Maybe I didn't need to use that Briny on the Nidoqueen. Maybe I could have just retreated out. Okay. Okay. I just realised, yeah. I mean, Tyranitar's confused. If they have another heal energy, they just attach that, Spinning Tail, and win. Okay, it's hit itself in confusion. Yes! Right, get in there, Nidoqueen. Power Lariat will KO. Yeah, it'll do 80 damage for a knockout. Okay, this is looking good. This is nice now. Do I need to do anything else? Admin, perfect. And I've got a Brinies and an Advice, perfect. So, I should be able to use that Briny next turn. Okay. Power Lariat takes out Tyranitar. What does opponent have here? They've got Pupitar. What are they going to do with that? Who knows? Do they have any more Tyranitar in deck? I've knocked out 3 of them, I think. Right? So maybe they don't have any more Tyranitar left. Here we go. I need to Briny one of those Stantler away, just in case they do have another Tyranitar. Because I can't be spinning-tailed. What am I doing? Oh no! Don't do that! What am I doing? Why did I do that? I think I've just... I must be realising now that's a really bad... I've confused Pupitar, so what? If they evolve into Tyranitar now and hit me with Spinning Tail, it is game over. Like, there's a chance that they don't have any more Tyranitar in their deck, that I've knocked them all out. There's another chance where they evolve literally this turn and Spinning Tail... Okay, they've attached. Well, I mean, that was super lucky. I mean, Stanley got knocked out, not great. Why have I bench coughing? Again, like, another sitting duck on the bench there. Okay, I don't need to bench. Do I really need to bench anything? Doesn't matter, doesn't matter. All I have to do now is, can't play any more supporters. I'm panicking, clearly, I'm panicking. All I have to do is hit it with one more Power Lariat for the win. Is that going to happen, though? Do they have another trick up their sleeve? Are we going to see a Tyranitar? Or are they just going to, like, paralyse me constantly with Dark Streak? That's the other thing that literally could happen. Windstorm. Ain't going to do much difference. Let's see. What? Oh, no, they got rid of Energy Root. Okay, fair enough. That does make a difference. Windstorm gets rid of Curse Stone. Fine. Admin, 1 card each. This is a proper high noon gunslinger action now. Who's going to flinch first? Dark Streak misses! Oh, GG. Power Lariat. That is, wow, very close. What a close game. I'm very happy to beat Bombtar in the opening match because this deck is sort of designed to deal with Bombtar, and I'm really glad it did. GG's, nice and sporting. A very close match though, and here we are after match number 1. I find myself in 3rd place with 1 win. Apparently that means I'm in the 3rd place. Not going to complain about that. Question is though, can I maintain such a high ranking? Only one way to find out. It's time for match number 2. Right, here we go. Good luck, have fun from opponent. You too from me. Keeping things nice and civil, that's what we want to see. I've got Nidoran to start with. A whole bunch of Cessation Crystal, that's nice to see. And what are we up against? It's Jirachi, so could be anything. But that Cess Crystal is going to stop them wishing and drawing cards. So, we're starting off in a good position here. Let us see what they have up their sleeve though. Next turn we can evolve up into its Mew. Okay. This deck could be a number of things, but I'm thinking it's a Pidgeot cast form combo. Let's see, I'm not benching the Roselia there because what I don't want is for them to bring Mew active and start flick poisoning everything. When that Mew is in play, it can copy any attack, so you've got to be careful what Pokemon you actually have in play, otherwise it's going to take advantage of that and, yeah, cause trouble. I've gone for Castaway so that I can admin next turn. I think that makes sense. Stantler, that's what I want to see. Lovely. Attach a Cess Crystal to that. I'm putting myself at a bit of a Windstorm risk here, but again, if they've got Warp Point, it keeps Cess in play. I'm Steam's advising, not admining. Fair enough. But I can attach Double Rainbow to Nidorina, find that Nidoqueen, and yeah, hopefully cause some trouble. There we go. And I get to find two evolutions, right? I've gone for another Nidorina, that makes sense. So I can hopefully get yeah, more Nidorans evolving as quickly as possible. They've gone for Windstorm, exactly as I feared, but I've got 2 more Cess in play, so it could be worse. Well, it's not in play in my hand, so it could be worse. But yeah, losing 2 Cess Crystals with 1 Windstorm is not a good feeling. Hopefully we can use our friend Raticate to pick them up, restore them into our hand sooner rather than later. That's why it's in the deck. But yeah, there we go. The dangers of Windstorm. This is why we want to get in there with Stantler, start pushing away, hopefully hit some Windstorms in hand, and get our own Cess Crystals back into play to stop whatever shenanigans they're trying to pull here, because this is definitely a Pidgeot deck. They've got Metal Energy. I think I know what this therefore means. It's Gardevoir, surely, unless I'm very much mistaken. I've noticed they've discarded a Regirock. Fair enough. Regirock isn't super great in this matchup. Here we go. Nidoqueen's going to hit Toxic here. Slap another Cess Crystal on. No, I'm not going to slap a Cess Crystal on. I guess Toxic stops Jirachi from wishing anyway. And apart from Jirachi, there's nothing else in play that's going to be using any powers. They could, of course, evolve immediately up into a Pidgeot and yeah, quick search and make my choice not to play a Cess Crystal look pretty silly, but at the moment we're not in any danger, so I'm going to hold that Cess Crystal until it's needed. The best thing to do here would be starting to power up Stantler. I'm going to put Cess Crystal on now in case they do evolve up into something else with a power. Yeah, it'd be nice to get Stantler going and hopefully push away any extra Windstorms that they might have, or any other useful cards. Holon Transceivers, they're another nice. Holon Transceiver, Rare Candy, Windstorm, they're the sort of cards that, that I'm looking to hit here with push away. They're going to push away themselves. They're going to probably get rid of my own Cess Crystal here, which is why getting that Rattata in play with Great Ball is super handy, because now we can use Raticate to pick up the discarded Cess Crystals. But yeah, let's see where we go from here. There is the Rolts, by the way, in case we were wondering. In case people were still wondering what deck this is, it's definitely Gardevoir. Rolts has a Metal Energy onto it. What we can't have happen in this, because I don't think Gardevoir is a great matchup for my deck. I think Gardevoir, once it gets, if it can get rid of all the Cess Crystals and get going. Oh, it screechy voiced me. It didn't push away. That's surprising. They've potentially the wrong choice of attack there, because they want to get rid of as many Cessation Crystals as possible, surely. I've stuck one onto Raticate, and I'm going to pick up a Crystal and a double Rainbow Energy from the discard. I've got 2 Rainbow Energies in hand and a Cess Crystal, so we're looking pretty decent here. There's Curlier. Okay. Yes, so what was I saying? Basically, this deck doesn't do great against Gardevoir because, number one, Weezing gets hit for weakness by the Psychic Gardevoirs, and it can just, if it can get rid of the Cess Crystals, it can just, it's such a good deck, Gardevoir. It can just hop energy about. It can use Pidgeot to always seemingly get out of any active status sort of condition that it's in, like, you know, confusing it or toxicking it. It doesn't seem to matter because Pidgeot will just find a way to, you know, nullify that. So the key to beating any Pidgeot deck, but especially Gardevoir, which can hop all the energy about, is just keeping Cess Crystals in play. Let's see how I do. They pushed away. Oh no, they didn't push away. They picked up. Interesting. They picked up Holon Transceiver. Fair enough. They're going to use that Transceiver to try and evolve up, I assume, into Energy Jump Gardevoir. I think Energy Jump Gardevoir is the MVP of the Gardevoir deck. I'm not a big. I haven't played the deck a huge amount, and obviously Imprison is super strong on Fire Gardevoir, but the ability to jump the energy about is what makes this deck so good. Hopping the cast forms in between Pokemon is just super, super strong. Right then, we're starting to power up Weezing, and we're going to Toxic this Mew, put it on a clock, see how long it lasts. But we're doing okay. They haven't found Pidgeot. That's the big thing here. They haven't found Pidgeot, and we've still got Cess Crystals in play. As long as that keeps up, we should be fine. So I do have another Cess Crystal in hand. There's one in the discard and there's one somewhere either in the deck or the prizes. So crystal count is something to be aware of whenever you're playing a deck like this. What is opponent going to do here? Okay, they have discarded Sceptile EX. That's nice to see. I don't want to be dealing with that thing. Yeah, terrifying card to deal with. But they have found the Energy Jump Gardevoir. So, what we want to do is, again, keep Cess Crystal active, stop them jumping energy around, because that way, danger for me lies. What is Mew going to... I assume it's going to push away here, probably? Or maybe it will Toxic me. Don't know. Be interesting to see what they go for. Power Hand Extension, huh? Oh, no. That is kind of annoying. What have they got planned? Oh, they're just going to... Oh, I said, of course, yes. So they've powered out Stantler. Okay, this could be the beginning of a bit of trouble here. It's probably not worth playing Briny just to get Stantler out of the active because that Mew isn't doing much. I'm going to do it. Fine, I'm just going to do it anyway. Let's get Cess. Oh, yeah, well, yes, of course, we need Cess Crystal back in the active, so past me was correct. Future commentator me doesn't know what he's talking about. I'm thinking of attaching that Cess Crystal. I don't know. I don't think it's worth it. Let's just go for... I've stuck it on. I'm going to go for... I guess... What am I doing? Eeny, meeny, miny, mo. I've gone for Stantler. Okay. Quick attack. Nice. Well done, Rat. It's a KO from Raticate. A rare quick attack KO. You love to see it. But they now have a powered up Gardevoir. What is it? Oh, it can OHKO me here with Black Magic. I've just been benching things willy-nilly. Like, what is that Roselia doing there? So it's going to KO me here with Black Magic. That's kind of annoying. And now I have to deal with a powered up Gardevoir. Oh well. I can Squidgy Voice it with the Cessation Crystal Stantler, or I can Toxic it. I imagine I'll go for Squeegee Voice. But should I? I don't know. I think Toxic into Power Lariat is probably better, actually. Hopefully I do that. I'm checking what they've discarded. Okay, yeah, fully powered up. Looks like I'm going, yeah, Toxic into Power Lariat. Looks like it's going to be the play. No, or is it? Oh, decisions. I think Toxic. I feel like I'm going to send Stantler in though, aren't I? I want to confuse it. Nah, was that the right play? Toxic into Power Lariat would have been scarier for them. But maybe I'm trying to just push away more things. I think I know they've got more Windstorm and Rare Candies and gosh knows what. So yeah, maybe this is the safer play. Not quite as exciting, but let's see. Will they risk attacking and potentially doing 30 to themselves? They will KO Stantler if they hit the Black Magic attack, of course. But is it worth? I mean, for them, it's totally you have to risk it for them, right? They've discarded Gardevoir EX. That's great to see. I wish I could see more Rare Candies and Windstorms in that discard pile, but you know, at the moment we're in a pretty good position. We're ahead on prizes. They've got a confused Gardevoir active. We've got Cess Crystals in play. It's going okay, considering this matchup is a matchup I've only won once or twice with this deck. It's going okay. But they do have another Ralts. Does this mean we're going to see another Gardevoir? Will it be the flaming Gardevoir EX that we're about to see soon? Who knows? Here we go. We've got another energy here. Let's start pushing stuff away. Let's hopefully push away a Rare Candy or a Windstorm. No, don't cancel. Attach it to Stantler. That's definitely the right thing to do. That's totally the right thing to do. Push away. Let's hit something useful. Come on. Rare Candy. See you later. Okay, so they have Pidgeot in hand and they have a Transceiver. But I've gotten rid of the Rare Candy. So that was crucial. That was a crucial push away because otherwise they would have Pidgeot active this turn. They would play Transceiver to find Mentor, to find Pidgey, Rare Candy into Pidgeot, and then they just do whatever the hell they want. They do a quick search for another Rare Candy, get that other Gardevoir online. I think they missed. They hit themselves in confusion last turn. That must have happened. I've turned animations off for this one, and I'll tell you why. It's because there was super amounts of lag during this tournament, so the animations had to go for this match. Apologies all you animation fans out there. I know some of you don't like the animations. Cool. I mean, I never have them on. But for the purposes of these videos, it can be quite nice to have them on, right? So apologies that they're gone. This one's for the purists. What are they going to do with Gardevoir here, though? Are they going to retreat and try to live to fight another day? Or are they going to keep trying to attack and potentially keep hitting themselves in confusion? No, they've just not done anything. Oh, they didn't do anything last turn. They didn't hit themselves in confusion. Right, it was just purely push away damage. Makes sense, makes sense. Clever play. They are biding their time. And I'm just going to keep pushing away. See you later, Windstorm. Lovely. Admin into push away is such a lovely little play. If you've seen last turn that their hand has nothing useful in it that you want to push away, then hit them with an admin, hope they draw all their favourite cards, and then send them to the discard pile. Push them away. I don't want them. You can't have them. Right, I should probably calm down now. Let's see what's happening. Whose turn is it? It's their turn, right? They are wanting to power up their benched Gardevoir somehow. Their active Gardevoir. There it is. There it is. Pokemon Retriever. Do they have the rare candy? They do. Okay, interesting. They are gonna have this online. I mean, imprisoned doesn't really affect my deck at all, so I'm not too worried about being imprisoned. But Flame Ball, 80 damage. That's OHKOing most of these critters. So yeah, they could be in trouble. They've admined me. Okay. Ooh, Cursed Stone. Oh, not Cursed Stone. The other thing, Desert Ruins. That's the thing I want to see. Giant Stump. That's fine. They have just walked into the classic Wheezing Liability not Cursed Stone, Wheezing Liability Desert Ruins trap. Ho 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 ho! This is why I wanted Wheezing in this deck. I've loved Wheezing for ages in this format, and yeah, trying to make it like genuinely viable is sort of something that I'm working towards. But this is nice. Go on, Wheezing. Take one for the team. Absolute liability that you are. That's it. He's gone. Is he gone? Or have I got Energy Root attached to Wheezing? Oh, please say I've got Energy Root. I think I might do. It's frozen. It's completely frozen. No one can handle just what happened there. I do. I've got Energy Root attached. Oh, perfect. Okay. This is looking good. So, Gardevoir EX gone. It got liabilitied into Desert Ruins, the classic combo. Not only that, but we had the Energy Root attached. That turn couldn't have gone much better. They're going to have to knock out Wheezing here. Or, I mean, I think they have to knock out Wheezing, otherwise I am smog screaming it. I'm looking what they've discarded. Bunch of decent stuff by the looks of it. Okay. I imagine they're going to take out Wheezing. I'm then going to hit it with Power Lariat won't KO, unfortunately. It will if I can Versus Seeker for a Celio's Network and evolve into another Wheezing. That will, or I bench Nidoran, find a Celio's Network, rare candy up into whatever, any evolved thing. That will deal the 50 damage needed to KO this Gardevoir. But I think they're going to retreat it. I think they're going to. No, they're going to. No, they are. They're Psychic Raging. What are they taking out? Psychic Raging. Coughing. Was that coughing? Huh. Okay. Fair enough. Interesting. So, that's clever. Brinies into. Yeah. Rare candy. Right. That's great. Power Lariat KOs now, right? Right? Yeah. I think I've got the KO here. Oh! Wow, okay. That was really good. Okay, we're onto something here. Right, one prize to take. And they don't all get one-shot by Nidoqueen, but they ain't going to last long against Nidoqueen. What have they got here? I mean, they need to find Pidgeot. That's their only hope now. Curlier, okay. They've attached Cast Form, so they're going to go for Flickering Flames. Try and put, okay, admin to 1 card. Whew. Scott, though, pretty good card to get because I can find more supporters with it, right? That's why it's good. Asleep, I've woken up, wheezing. Okay, I need to play Scott. Might be worth getting Cursed Stone as well. Yes, because then I can KO either Pidgeot or either of the Gardevoirs with liability to Cursed Stone. So let's see how this goes. Okay, Toxic. That's poisoned. They probably have the evolution. If not, they're going to have to retreat because they get KO'd by Power Lariat next turn. What do they have? Nidoqueen, I'm pretty sure it has Cessation Crystal attached. It must do. Right. It's over to you, opponent. Yeah. Could this be win number 2? Not only like a good win in the tournament, but okay, they've got Pidgeot. Okay. But they're under Cesslock, right? Basically, beating Gardevoir with this deck would be pretty epic for me. Okay, so they've found... Okay. That's fine, though. All I have to do is liability, Cursed Stone next turn, and it's a win. That's all I have to do. Okay. What are they going to take out with this Gardevoir? Let's find out. There's another admin. That's my Cursed Stone gone. Oh, that's annoying. That's really annoying. Oh, that would have been it, you know? Okay. What have they got up their sleeve? Ugh. I've got a feeling they're going to take out that wheezing. Okay, Pidgeot's active. Yeah, okay, so Warp Energy. Right, got you. I've got a feeling they're taking out wheezing. Can they take it out with 1 hit? Ah, black. No, it was enough to. Ah, they Black Magic Nidoqueen. Okay, I've got to go in with Stantler, confuse it. How's no good here? I need to find Cursed Stone. All I need is Cursed Stone. Cursed Stone is all I need. Okay, I've got Cessation Crystal on Stantler, so that's fine. I think I have it on Wheezing as well. No, I don't. Or do I have the Energy Root? Oh, I can't remember. I brinied up the Energy Root last time, didn't I? So maybe Energy Root is on Wheezing. I think they've warped out of Cess Crystal here, haven't they? Okay, I'm going in for Azalea. Okay. But now they're just going to knock that out with Black Magic. I don't know if going in for Azalea was the best choice. I mean, I didn't want to lose Wheezing, that's the thing. And both Roselia and Nidoran have single retreat, so they can both escape. But maybe I'm thinking that finding a Nidoqueen would be more useful at this stage than keeping Roselia in. Perhaps. I hope that's the case. I mean, look, if it doesn't have a Sesh Crystal attached, it's no good at the moment. Like, that's kind of where we're at. But yeah, that is huge. Losing that Cursed Stone is huge. Being warp pointed out of Cesslock is huge. Oh, what happened? A couple of turns ago, I was literally in the driver's seat, cruising down the freeway to Victory City. But now I'm at the gas station of despair. Ugh, out of fuel, man. Not quite out of fuel. What have we got here? I've got to Screechy Voice it and find the Cursed Stone. Oh, gosh. Because yeah, if I put Wheezing active, it just gets one-shotted. I can't have that. Admin doesn't bring up the Cursed Stone, it brings up the Nidoqueen, so I guess that's why I kept the Nidoran, alive and kicking. I need to find Rare Candy, though, obviously. So it's confused. What we need is what he needs for it to hit itself in confusion. Then we go in with Wheezing. Oh, gosh. Well, yeah, we go with Wheezing Smog Screen. Oh, but I've been windstormed. Oh, no, but it can just escape confusion now. Oh, no. What happened? Pidgeot is too good. It's too good. It's too good a card. Oh, gosh. Okay. They're going to, yeah, switch into Pidgeot, back into Gardevoir, and they are going to, I guess, Black Magic the Nidoran? Or are they going to try and snipe the bench? It makes most sense for them to just take the prize, right? Take out poor little Nidoran. There is still hope, though. There is, as long as, oh no! What happened there? Oh no! What? my double rainbow just briefly vanished. I thought they'd managed to like power it away or something. That would have been brutal if they'd powered away the energy on Wheezing. What is going on? So they've got Pidgeot. Okay. Oh, they're trying to lock Nidoran active. Oh no, they just knock it out. Fine. Huh. Okay, Stantler goes active. They escape the screechy voice. Come on, Curse Stone! Oh my goodness. See, I could have taken out Pidgeot with Liability Curse Stone as well. But I've just got a screechy voice and like play the waiting game. But yeah, they retreat out, they energy jump back onto Gardevoir, and then I'm on. What a comeback! Yeah, I know, right? You're telling me? Crazy times. Tongue out emoji. I'm trying to put a brave face on this. I can't believe what's happened. I had it some turns back, then got admin. I did have it turns back. I had Curse Stone, man. I got admin, and I got admin again, and then all my cards got KO'd. Oh, goodness. Yeah. I need to find Curse Stone next turn, or it is game over. Psychic Rage will do 52, whatever they wanted to do, 52. Ugh. Nidoran. When we needed a miracle, we got Nidoran. I'm looking through their discard pile. Don't know why. Or the best I can do, I can screechy voice and just hope that they have no other way of... I think it's over. Yeah. I need to screechy voice them and then just hope they actually somehow don't have a way of escaping the confusion. All they need to find is warp energy, and it's game over. Yes. All they need is a warp energy or a warp point. What am I doing? Huh? Alright. Smog screen. I mean, that's more annoying than being confused, I think, because their attack could miss and they're poisoned and blah 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 blah. But yeah. Warp energy, there we go. They didn't even need to search for it, they had it. Ah, GG. What a match. What a match. Another down to the wire. GG whoopee. GG well played. Down to the wire, one prize left each. I mean, this is why RSPK is, dare I say, the best format? I'm a base fossil chap through and through, but like, down to the wire again. What a comeback as well. So yeah, 2 minutes on the clock as well. It was a long game. I've sped up this footage. Anyway, here are the current standings. I'm in at 7th place with 1 win and 1 loss. That's okay. Let's see what happens in the next match. Okay, match number 3. Can I escape the mid-card doldrums that I find myself in after the heady heights of being in the number 2 spot? It's Stantler on Stantler action. Oh no. Interesting. Well, luckily I get to go first. I think that's a huge advantage in the Stantler off. Okay, benching Nidoran. Stick on the old Cessation Crystal. Probably don't need Cessation Crystal for this match if they're running a Stantler deck. But, you know, slap it on anyway, because there's no point shuffling it back into deck with admin. You know, you want to just keep it out of your deck. It's sort of a dead card, right? So there we go. That's why I've done that, in case you were wondering why has he done that. And they've done the same thing. We don't want them. We don't want them being shuffled back in. They've admined. Let's see what we got. That's not bad. That's not bad. I've got another energy to push away. That's the key there. There's bench Roselia. Roselia's not done much this tournament. Usually Roselia's like really good, really useful, really annoying card to deal with. I'm adminning now. It's a complete admin fest. Can't find the evolution though. Can't find a Nidorina. Can't find a Coughing. Can't find a Rat. That's okay. At the main time, as long as we're pushing things away. And I've pushed away Power Hand Extension. That is a really useful card to have gotten rid of. So very happy with that. I feel like that and things like energy removal are the sort of things I'm going to be pushing away. It's Stantler, it's fire energy, so I'm assuming it is Camerupt. So I want to be pushing away anything that's going to disrupt or try and lock me, trap me, any of those sort of cards. So Power Hand Extension, energy removals, like stadiums, the Aqua Hideout Stadium, I think this deck tends to play, right? So those are the sort of cards I want to be discarding with push away. Not too worried about their supporters necessarily. You know, they can draw some cards, I guess. Nice to play the game, isn't it? They can draw some cards. Let's stick a Grass Energy on Nidoran and Admin. Yeah, why not? Let's try and find some evolutions. No, but I've got a Coughing. That's all right. I've got Celio's Network. Okay, so I can evolve up into something next turn. Let's get rid of the Hideout. Or the TV Reporter. What do I want to get rid of? Probably the Hideout, right? No, I've got a TV Reporter. Oh well, whatever. I guess at the moment, I think because I've got Warp Energy in hand, I think I was a bit like, maybe the Hideout isn't too bad at the moment. Obviously, what this deck wants to do, it wants to trap something active, stick the older Hideout Stadium in play, and then evolve into Camerupt and split bomb everything on your bench whilst you fail to retreat or get your thing out of the active. Luckily, I've got 2 Brinies in the deck, a Warp Energy. I mean, that's it. But I've got them. So, yeah. I think one of the reasons why this deck... I wanted to build a deck with Nidoqueen and Stantler and Weezing because you can use Brinies on them. You know, it's not so... And they all have, like, low retreat costs. I think I was sick of having EX Pokemon stuck active against Power Hand Extension decks. But yeah, okay, so I'm taking out Stantler next turn. That will turn on their Power Hand Extensions if they have any, so hopefully I can push one of them away. Stick the energy on Roselia, interesting. I guess what I'm worried about is them bringing in Camerupt, powering it up. At least I can Flick Poison it. Flick Poison the other Numel active, and then cause them a bit of a headache. I've got a Cess Crystal on Nidoran. Let's get rid of Stevens. Yeah, makes sense. Or TV Reporter. Stevens' advice is gone. Either one. Much of a muchness, I'm sure. Okay, I've taken a prize. I think my Stantler should survive this turn. The worst they can do is Kindle and remove an energy from it, but that's not a big deal. Okay, they've gone for Camerupt, so what do I do? Do I confuse it or push it away? I think I'm going to confuse it, you'd assume. And hopefully it won't be able to split bomb me through the confusion. I've played a Warp Energy, so if something gets trapped, bit of an issue. I do have Mr. Briny in hand, though, to rescue anything. I've got Nidoqueen, but no Nidorina. So really, I want to find a rare candy or the middle form. They're backburnered, so they're setting up to start split bombing me. So I'm going to have to hit them with the old Screechy Voice. I could use Roselia and poison the other thing, but I don't know. I think it's better to just Screechy Voice and hope they can't hit through the confusion. What supporter do I play, though? I've got loads of Castaways in hand, so I guess I'm playing one of them. I stick some energy on probably the other Stantler. I don't think there's much use in putting it on Coughing just yet. So I do have Nidorina, I do have Red Candies, I do have the Rats. So they're all in the deck. Just need to draw them. Steve's Advice would be a good card to get my hands on at this point. Actually, no, I wouldn't. Oh, I've chosen it, though. Alright, fine. 2 wrong choices in the past and present. Now, maybe it was the best choice. I think it was the best choice. I think I've used like a lot of admins already, and you sort of want to save them. You want to save at least one for the late game, right? So Stephen's a bit of a safer choice. And I don't want to shuffle away the Brinies either. And the Nidoqueen. Yeah, that's probably the right choice. Okay, so they're confused. That's good. They're going to try and split bomb, I assume. I mean, they could just retreat. That would waste a bunch of energy, though. I mean, they could retreat and back burner, but then they'll just end up stuck in a loop of being confused then. So it doesn't seem like... Okay, well, it don't matter. It's a moot point. They have fought through confusion and they are split bombing me. What are they going to choose? Are they going to choose the bench or are they going to take the KO on Stantler? I've taken the KO on Stantler and they're targeting my poor little Nidoran. Oh no. What do I do here? Do I go with Roselia or Stantler? Well, if I go with Stantler, they're still confused. I can cast away for another energy. Yeah, and start pushing away. It's a brutal cycle to be caught up with, just being pushed away over and over again. But there you go. It's a brutal format, RS2PK. If you're not pushing things away, then you're just abusing quick search or you're blowing things up with electrode. It's a tough world out there. Oh, okay. Oh no, I thought I attached the energy to coughing now. I was like, don't do that. Okay, push away. Let's try and hit a power hand extension or an energy removal or something like that. Get rid of that energy removal. Yeah, go away. What a dastardly card. It's bad enough in base fossil, but at least in base fossil, like, you're prepped for it. Everyone's prepped for energy removal. You've got your retrievals, you've got your single energy attackers, all that sort of stuff. In RS2PK, getting hit with energy removal just feels, it just feels so lousy. You just feel dirty afterwards. Ugh, they got me. Yes, I can rare candy up into Nidoqueen. This is looking pretty good. They've hit themselves in confusion. Perfect. Now, what do I do here? I think just push away again, right? Because I've got Roselia on the bench. Even push away won't knock them out, but I can flick poison them for a KO if I am so inclined. I've Stephen's advised, and I can stick a double rainbow onto Nidoqueen so that I've got Power Lariat prepped. Am I going to do that, or am I going to? I'm going to push away first. Am I? Worried they had an energy removal, I guess. Fair enough. There's no point just having a double rainbow on there as an energy removal target if I'm not going to do anything with it, so I can see the logic there. Another Stantler comes down. Are they going to retreat, or are they going to try and split bomb me through the confusion? They've got another camera powered up, so they might as well retreat. Nope. No, they've attacked and it's paid off, so wow, fair play. Fair play. What are they going to target? Probably Nidoqueen and Roselia, right? Yeah, I figured as much. Okay, well, it goes down next turn. However, they do split bomb me next turn, and Roselia will be a goner. Or unless Mr. Briney's, there we go. Probably didn't need to bench it again, though. Yeah, I think I'm thinking that right now. I'm like, why don't I bench this straight away? Because it's, now just another target. Curse Stone goes, doesn't really matter. But they now have, well, they're currently 0, about to have 1 card in hand, which means there's no point using admin. I'm very happy for them to just have 1 card in hand. Split bomb, okay. Nidoqueen is in a bit of trouble here, so I need to confuse this camera up and hope it doesn't hit through the split bomb. Or what I could do is try and get the most out of Nidoqueen whilst I can, go in there and toxic it, because it's going to get KO'd next turn anyway. So I think I'd rather make the use of Nidoqueen whilst I still have it. Yeah, that's literally what I'm doing, yeah. It's a shame though, because both Nidoqueen and Roselia will go down, but so will their camera up, and then it puts us back on an even playing field. Will it be an even playing field? Yes, it'll be 3 prizes each, okay. Yeah, so might as well toxic it whilst I can. And then I've only got the Stantlers to deal with, which should be fine if I can power up another Nidoqueen, because Nidoqueen hits Stantler for weakness. Another useful attribute of being a fire type in this format. Fire type, fighting type. So they can either retreat and not take 2 prizes, or they can take the 2 prizes. Energy removal. See, this is why you don't just stick a double rainbow energy on your bench Pokemon for no reason. Because it gets removaled. Oh well. I didn't learn the lesson that I taught myself around prior. Anyway. Camerupt is poisoned. Roselia's gone. Nidoqueen is gone. Camerupt is still poisoned. I need to go in there. Probably worth confusing it as well, right? You know, do the double on it, because then if it hits itself in confusion and gets hit by Toxic, it KOs itself. So let's see if we can get that to happen. Okay, I've got Eradicate. That's pretty good. I need to Lynette search for the Rattata, because what I want to do is use it to retrieve double rainbow energies and other things. But yeah, I could use Eradicate to retrieve the energy cards. Ah, see, well, I definitely need to now. Energy removal. Energy removal too. They nerfed it and it's still super annoying. Ugh. He's probably going to split bomb me through the confusion now as well, isn't he? I mean, he has to retreat, right? Otherwise it's, you know, destined for the discard pile. So yeah, what is opponent going to do here? Do they stay in for one final attempt at a split bomb? Or do they flee to the bench? They've gone for the split bomb and they've failed. Wow, brave. a brave choice. Didn't pay off, unfortunately. And now we're back onto the Stantler on Stantler action. Let's get a Rattata. Let's use the Great Ball and get a Rattata. If people out there were wondering why has he got Great Ball in this deck, to do things like that, to find a rat just when you need one. I do like including the odd ball in these decks. Sometimes you just want to find one card without using your supporter. So yeah. Okay, we got Eradicate online. We're going to Screechy Voice and discard. There's no trainers to discard. Poor opponent here. Riding with one card in hand. No, they're not anymore. They've got 3. But they need to find energy for Stantler here. Or perhaps not. Perhaps they're just going to... Oh, no, they are. I was going to say perhaps they're just going to charge up. Camerupt on the bench. They're going to Screechy Voice me, of course. These two deer screeching at each other has no effect on one another. They're both basic Pokemon, so they can screech what they like. It doesn't matter. I've admined, swapped a Wheezing for a Coffin. Push away. Ooh, let's get rid of ATM Rock. No, let's get rid of Power Hand Extension. I'll get rid of ATM Rock next time. But yeah, for the meantime, Power Hand Extension can go for sure. Okay. I mean, look, you know, we are level on prizes. It feels like I'm in a more comfortable position. They've used Castaway to find admin energy, so they're going to be powering up Camerupt. I've got to be careful that they can't somehow strand something active. And I thought they were going to put that on Camerupt. No, they want to push me away. They want to push away my lovely trainer cards. I mean, again, I don't really mind them getting rid of... Oh, they got rid of Retriever. Okay, I thought they were going to get rid of Power, and I was going to say I don't mind that. But getting rid of Retriever is kind of annoying. Let's push away, take a prize, and get rid of that ATM Rock. I don't like the looks of that. That plus Split Bomb's a scary combo. Okay, 2 more prizes to take. Scramble Energy. I must have missed them attaching that. Okay. If they had Power, I'd be in big trouble here. Probably. Oh yeah, they'd power the double rainbow off of Wheezing onto the Nidoran. Okay, they've got Aqua Hideout in play. They could power... Yeah, I don't know, what can they do here? Let's find out. I'm going to stop. Enough of this conjecture. Let's just see what happens. I'm looking at what I've got in discard. Who knows? Split Bomb. So what are they going to go for? They're going to hit Wheezing, I assume, and Stantler. Yep. Let's see. There we go. Let's draw a Nidoran. No point benching that. No point benching stuff when you're playing against a Split Bomb deck. So, Screechy Voice. Fingers crossed that should do enough to buy me some time. Hopefully do a bit of damage to themselves. And then I can go with Wheezing. Hit them with Smogskeen. And yeah, the plan from here is stop this camera up doing stuff. It's still, I mean, look, it will take out Stantler and damage Wheezing again. So the best thing to do is just, brutal. Okay. Now I can't knock it out this turn. I just got to keep pushing away, I think. Yeah, and also, yeah, don't use that. I was going to say, don't attach the warp energy, because I'm going to need that to escape the Aqua Hideout Stadium, so a bit of restraint shows there, which is pretty unusual for me. Usually I just go in all guns blazing. Power Hand Extension, okay. They're going to get rid of the double rainbow energy, probably, or they're going to try and strand something. They're going to try and strand our friend Raticate, and that's why I didn't play Warp Energy. Oh, thank goodness I didn't do that. It's the sort of thing I'd do and then regret it now, going, oh no, I'm stranded. They've got through confusion. That's annoying. I think I have to Warp Energy into the Weezing, hit him with Smog Screen. What? Oh, they damaged Raticate. Oh, I thought they were going to take the KO on Stantler, but they didn't. That's interesting. Okay, well, I have to use... Well, I can use Cursed Stone here to just retreat for free and hit him with... I think hit him with Push Away to keep pushing away, right? Basically, the game plan in a Stantler deck is just keep using Push Away until you literally have to use something else. I'm going to go with Smog Screen. Alright. I don't know if that's the best idea. I should bench that Coughing then. Well, they need to retreat. I must have Energy Root attached. Otherwise, I shouldn't be doing this. Because they can retreat into... I don't think they want to retreat, though, because they don't want to get rid of the Scramble energy, do they? But if they do retreat and hit me with Screechy Voice, I think I survive, because I'm pretty sure I've got Energy Root attached to Weezing, Smog Screen, Confusion. Oh my goodness. Well, there you go. None of that worked, did it? So I think that's Weezing and Stantler gone. Yes. Oh my goodness, what a good couple of coin flips for Camerupt. We're down to 1 prize each again. We're literally down to 1 prize each again. Absolute prime RS to PK action here. Oh my goodness. It's not looking good though. I need to find rare candy. That's what I need. Or I can evolve into an arena and do something. Thank you. Thank you. Interesting that they didn't promote the other Stantler. What have they got up their sleeve? Okay, well, I hit Toxic and then hopefully find a double rainbow, but holy moly, what a draw. What a lucky draw. Oh my goodness, they've got 6 cards in deck, I've got 9. What's their play here? Energy removal fails. That wouldn't have mattered because I could have just said they've retreated. That's fair enough, and they're going to confuse me, I guess. Then what do? I think I use Warp Energy. Yeah, I Warp Energy into Raticate. Yes, Warp Energy to Raticate. That's what I do here. Or I can try and Toxic them, I guess. I just don't think it's worth it. I think just play it safe. They can't KO the Raticate here. Oh no, well I retreat back into and hit Toxic again, right? Yeah, great. Do that. Surely do that. That's got to be what you do. Hit Toxic, and I've got that Rainbow Energy to potentially hit them with double Power Lariat. I'm sure they're going to confuse me. It doesn't matter. I've got the Bryonies. Okay. I think I see where this is going. Let's I think retreat and hit Toxic. For goodness sake, do that. Okay. Now, getting admin here would be not good. The best thing they can do here is admin me and then confuse me, because then we're both on a clock as to who can draw. You know, out of that admin. But at the moment, Stantler's getting KO'd before Nidoqueen. Is he going to retreat, or is he just going to go for the? If he goes for Screechy Voice, he loses. Because I've got Bryonies into Raticate. It's GG. Yeah, Bryony into Raticate. Quick attack. Wow. What a close game again. 1 prize each in it. Raticate's closed out 2 games, I think. Has it? No, it hasn't. No, it didn't. Didn't close out the first game. Took a prize though. Okay. GG, well played. Yeah. No, really close game again. Wow. So that's 2 wins and 1 loss. Okay, so after 3 rounds, I'm sitting in 2nd place. Pretty happy with this. Perhaps with one final victory, I can somehow achieve the top spot. Let's find out if it's possible. But wait. Unfortunately, my scheduled final round match never actually took place. Why is that? My opponent couldn't do the match. They ended up dropping, so I was awarded the victory. So here is my final standing in the rankings with a 3 wins, 1 loss, 0 draw record. Here I am. 4th position is where I ended up. That being due to the opponent win rate statistics. Basically, as far as I'm concerned, like Brandon, who topped the table, I lost to him earlier, so makes sense that he's at the top above me. But another way of looking at this is that I did come joint first with 3 points. Depends what you're basing it on. Are you basing it on the win-loss record and points, or are you basing it on the actual rankings based on data? Up to you. Also, I concede that the fact that I was given a win in the final round, maybe I am just pretty lucky to even be in that top 4. But I was very unlucky to lose that 2nd game, so maybe there's a bit of swings and roundabouts, a bit of the universe evening out my karma, perhaps. Either way, congrats to Brandon, a worthy winner. Great match that we had. What a comeback. So yeah, fair play, a worthy winner. I'm just happy to be up there with all these really good players. And yeah, forever the records shall show that Rat variant of Nidoqueen managed to go 3-1 and make it to the top 4. So super happy with that. To be honest, that's the highest I've ever done in any of these tournaments. I appreciate this tournament didn't quite have as many competitors as some of the previous tournaments have had, but hey, I don't care. All I care about is seeing that little other thumbnail, the little other substitute avatar up there above all the Bombtar decks. That's all I care about. So thank you Rat variant of Nidoqueen, for getting other the respect it deserves. Thank you so much for watching. My next videos will all be back to Wizards of the Coast era stuff, so stick around, subscribe, check those out. Thanks for watching. See you later. Old Rod out.